Tinubu shocked. Identity theft as Chicago State University vows to do this to Tinubu. Breaking news. Hello, people. Welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. I told you guys yesterday, as a matter of fact, that yesterday being the 23rd day of August 2023 is the deadline given to Bola Tinubu, as a matter of fact, to file his response to why the Chicago State University shouldn't release his academic records to Atiku Abubakar, who requested for it. And as a matter of fact, a lot of people have been waiting and to know what Tinubu will say and the reasons why a public office holder, the so-called number one citizen of this particular country, will refuse to release his document, his certificates and academic records. Being a public office holder, he is refusing to release some of his, not even some, all his academic record, which is quite unusual. But as a matter of fact, Chicago State University have come out to reply to Atiku Abubakar's response and to give their own verdict. They've stated it categorically that they would not tolerate or condone anything that has to do with identity theft, and they vowed, as a matter of fact, to do these things to Tinubu and all that. I'm going to explain to you, I'm going to show you their response and what they categorically said, what they told the court, because in Atiku Abubakar filed this case in a court in Chicago. So look at what Chicago State University, BCSU, said and told Atiku and told the court what they would do at the end of the day. Well, if this is your first time of visiting this particular channel, please don't hesitate, as a matter of fact, to click on the notification button so I get notified whenever I drop important and new information like this. Now, let's get straight to the point. I told you guys categorically that Chicago State University has replied and responded to the court where Atiku Abubakar filed its case, and they've shown to us what they are going to do. Now, let me summarize this thing in a bit before I will show you the authentic document and their response, what they said directly. Let me just summarize so that before you say document, you actually know what the document is all about and what it's saying. Now, people should know that Atiku Abubakar is seeking certain information, as Atiku Abubakar is seeking certain information from Chicago State University related to Bola Tinubu, who graduated in 1979 and is now the president of this particular country. Now, the university, being the Chicago State University, agrees that Tinubu's private educational records are involved. They never denied it that this particular case involved Tinubu's private educational records. But they said that, but since Tinubu is against this discovery, the university is deferring to his views on privacy. Now, what this particular part is saying is that the Chicago State University could have easily released these documents and Tinubu's academic records to Atiku Abubakar as he demanded for them and subpoena for them. But since the owner of this particular document, being Bola Tinubu, is opposing and rejecting that the university itself should not give these documents outrightly to Atiku Abubakar. What the university did, what Chicago State University did, was to say, okay, since you are the one objecting and telling us not to release these particular documents to Atiku Abubakar, now go and tell the court. They told Tinubu, now go and tell the court the reasons for these objections and the reason why you think we as a university shouldn't release these particular documents to Atiku Abubakar. Now, people should know that the university is also letting Tinubu to decide if the requested information is relevant to the ongoing Nigerian proceeding. Now, the university itself, being Chicago State University, said that they are not familiar with the tribunal, the election petition tribunal that is actually happening in this particular country. So they now transferred everything to Tinubu for Tinubu to tell the court if the documents Atiku Abubakar is requesting is actually relevant to the ongoing proceedings in the election petition tribunal within this particular country. Now, people should know that the university admits that they are not fully aware of the situation in Nigeria proceeding or the legal rules involved there. So they are letting Tinubu to handle this particular matter. Now, in a recent talk, people should know that in a recent talk with Abubakar's representative, the Chicago State University, it was mentioned that the Nigerian proceedings main evidence phase is done, but this info might be used later in the appeal. Atiku Abubakar's representative, while speaking with Chicago State University about the relevance of this particular document, said that despite the fact that they are done with providing evidence in the election petition tribunal, that this particular evidence is still needful and needed when probably if Atiku Abubakar wants to take this particular case, the presidential election case, to the Supreme Court. So that means these documents that he's requesting will definitely be important for him and to his legal team. Now, people should equally know people should equally know that the university asked the court to consider the current status of the Nigerian proceedings and whether the information they provide will be useful. This Chicago State University, they are trying to exonerate themselves and hand over everything. They told the court to examine whether to know the exact status of the election petition tribunal that is actually happening in Nigeria, and whether these documents that Atiku Abubakar is requesting will be relevant. And people should know that Atiku Abubakar, as a matter of fact, included Tinubu's academic, he included certificate forgery, both his academic records and all that. So definitely, if this court in Chicago actually, subpoenas or probably make investigations about what is actually happening in the election petition tribunal, they will still tell him that Atiku Abubakar is actually questioning and challenging the academic qualifications of Bola Tinubu. Definitely, the court will rule in favor of Atiku Abubakar and ask Chicago State University to release all the documents that Atiku Abubakar tend to seek from the university. Now, people should equally know that if the court allows discovery, the university suggests that only limited, that is, if the court permits Atiku Abubakar to actually get hold of Tinubu's academic record, the university suggests that only limited and specific information be gathered. They want to address concerns in good faith with Atiku Abubakar's representative. Atiku Abubakar went as far as asking the university to give them about the certificates of 44 years ago, since the school started and everything. And the school is, finding it difficult to, give Atiku Abubakar some of such information. So they are telling the court, as a matter of fact, that they should please be specific and limited in the information that they are trying to, that Atiku Abubakar might ask the university to give them and all that, Then the university largely said that they reserve objections to the scope of information Abubakar is asking, which I told you guys that Atiku Abubakar was asking for a whole lot of information that might cost the university a whole lot of time to sort out and everything. So the university, said that it reserves objections. It reserves objections to the scope of information that Atiku Abubakar is asking. Now, the university will wait for the court decision and then discuss concerns with Atiku Abubakar's representative. So, what the university is trying to say, in essence, as you could see on the screen, look at the authentic the response. This is an excerpt from the response as you could see on the screen now. Now, what Atiku Abubakar is, what this particular university is trying to say is that definitely they are going to cooperate with Atiku Abubakar because the university itself does not condone or does not accept anything that has to do with identity theft. They don't have anything to do with identity theft. So whatever the court rules, the university, being Chicago State University, must, as a matter of fact, comply to whatever this rules. And a lot of people have been questioning why is Tinubu so shocked and why is he objecting? From the first part, I told you that the university never objected to releasing Tinubu's academic record. They only said that since Tinubu himself has refused and told them not to release the academic record, then let Tinubu go and tell the court why he wants or why he doesn't want the university to release the academic record. Left for them, they could have easily released those academic records to Atiku Abubakar. So to tell you that there is something fishy, because if you are innocent, there is nothing to hide and there is nothing to tell. There is no reason for you to tell the court not to release, not to tell the university to release your documents, because there is something fishy. I've taken my time to analyze to you that that Tinubu, in one of his transcripts, identified as a female. In one of the listen, he is a male. He was born in different years, and in one of the Tinubu that attended this Chicago State University is a Black American citizen. Why Tinubu will have here? I said he has not acquired any American citizenship before. So you could see the discrepancies and everything. And the Chicago State University has actually stated their position categorically that they will comply, whether Tinubu likes it or not, if the court finally rules in favor of Atiku Abubakar. Well, I would like you guys to drop your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think about these recent developments.